competition going on, those who want to get and those who have to work. And when you have pure democracy, if you get 51% who want something, it's tough. Instead of government protecting the minority, now we have the minority being consumed by a majority or a coalition of groups that become the majority, and then they impose their will on the minority.
Well, I just think that, again, all these people are trying to turn themselves inside and out to figure out, well, the Republican Party needs to be for amnesty and abortion, and if they only change their views on marriage and all, then all these young people are going to like the Republicans. And I just think,
I think that's foolish, because I always hope I can even do better with minorities, but I do pretty well. But I do not. I think it's pandering. If you go as a Republican and say, I can be as good as the Democrats and give you stuff and what you want, but if you talk to all people as individuals and saying, what I want to do is give you your freedom and your rights, the right to your property, right to earn what you want, right to your life, and right to your privacy, and all these things. Why shouldn't an individual who happens to belong to a minority not be attracted to that idea, especially if it can come around to understanding that the free market is where the prosperity comes from? And this is, I think, the mistake that Republicans make. And, of course, also I have always emphasized how much we're doing overseas versus what we do here at home. And that's appealing, too, because we do spend a lot of money and get ourselves into a lot of trouble overseas.
Well,
and
speaking
a lot
of
resources could be spent back here at home.
Speaking of, Charles Krauthammer wrote a piece last week called In Defense of Obama's Drone War. And he said, look, the justification for killing Americans abroad was muddled in the Justice Department memo, but nevertheless absolutely lawful. A precedent establishes that this is lawful. What's your reaction to the Krauthammer and other conservatives who say, back off on this drone complaint?
Well, I think they're completely wrong, because they're not. They're always saying, well, we're killing terrorists. Well, no, they're killing suspects. And if they can do them overseas, and of course, even Bremer, denied that he did not say that we wouldn't use them against American citizens here at home. He said, no, we would never do that. No, he can't even answer a question like that. So, no, but we're only going to have surveillance. We're not going to have weapons on the drones as of now. But this principle is just 3 or 4 Americans, assassinated overseas, and they have a secret hit list. I mean, this is, to me, unbelievable. And I, started talking about that, and probably in 2011 during the campaign. And I was really impressed on how many young people were very much aware of this, where we weren't even hardly talking about it in Washington. It's just been in these recent weeks during some of the hearings that they've been talking about this. But this has been known. It's been smoldering there. And this whole idea that a president can design a secret list and assassinate an American citizen and not even tell us what the criteria is, that is establishing a precedent that everybody should be very frightened by.
And Dr. Paul, your view on education, I know, is let competition reign supreme, so our kids get better educated, have real choices. And before we let you go, only about 30 seconds, tell us about what you're going to be doing with your school manifesto.
Well, that news came out a little prematurely, but I do have plans because in my farewell speech to Congress, I brought up the subject that one key element in the revolutionary ideas that are going on right now will involve homeschooling because of the condition of the public school system now. And although I attended, my kids attend, and we have school teachers in our family, it's not a good system, and most of us know it. And it got worse in my lifetime as the control gravitated to the federal government. When it was local, it wasn't nearly as bad. But I think if we want really good education, it's going to have to be diversified. It has to give the public school system competition, whether it's private schooling or homeschooling. And the people and the parents are starved for it. And every time you hear these stories about the violence going on, the drugs going on, and it really invites people to think of some alternatives.
And Ron Paul has laid out a couple of things that can garner more young support for conservative ideas and candidates. Drones and education. 2 big ones. I love it. Dr. Ron Paul, congratulations on the new radio venture, the new podcast venture. We really appreciate your joining us. Come back anytime.
Thank you, Laura.
All right, Dr. Ron Paul on the Laura Ingraham Show. Coming up, is it time to honor remote control heroes? We'll talk about it.
The Laura Ingraham Show.
Thanks for listening to this podcast excerpt of The Laura Ingraham Show. If you'd like to receive podcasts of our complete shows, go to lauraingraham.com and sign up to become a member of Laura 365. Our Laura 365 members get commercial-free streams and podcasts of our shows every day we're on the air. And also you can listen to the last 30 days of The Laura Ingraham Show. Be ahead of the curve. Join Laura 365.